The first news concerned Elon Musk and Twitter. On May 12th, Musk announced his intention to step down from his role as a CEO of Twitter. He also revealed that he had appointed a new CEO who would assume the position in about 6 weeks. Additionally, he stated that he would transition to the role of Executive Chair and Chief Technology Officer, where he would oversee product and software development. Following this announcement, Tesla's stock price rose by 2% on Thursday. While it may seem unrelated, Tesla stock has become linked to Twitter, and Musk's departure as a CEO of social media platform was seen as a good news for the electric car manufacturer. Musk has faced criticism from Tesla shareholders, including its top 17 shareholders, who wrote an open letter to the Tesla board expressing their dissatisfaction with his leadership. These investors, who held over $1.5 billion in Tesla stocks, accused Musk of neglecting the company by focusing his other ventures. Moreover, Musk himself conducted a Twitter poll in December 2022, asking his follower whether he should step down as a CEO of Twitter. The poll results showed that 57% of the respondents voted in favor of his resignation. Musk responded to the poll by stating that he would resign as a CEO as soon as he found someone foolish enough to take this job. According to a CNBC article, CNBC Universal ad chief Linda Yaccarino is in talks to succeed Elon Musk as a Twitter CEO. The next news is about LinkedIn. The professional networking website is downsizing its operation in China, with 716 job cuts globally due to the decline in demand. The company will lay off teams responsible for engineering and marketing in China, and the exact number of employees affected in the country is unknown. In addition, LinkedIn will be shutting down its China job posting app InCareer by August. This comes after LinkedIn started a Chinese language version of its website in 2014, a move that Facebook and Google did not follow. In 2021, LinkedIn closed its flagship networking service in China due to compliance issues and a significantly more challenging operating environment. The cuts were made due to the slower revenue growth and challenges in customer behavior. Despite reducing operations in China and other countries, LinkedIn plans to create 250 jobs in other areas. The company will maintain a presence in China to help companies operating in the country hire and train employees from overseas. Following table shows the LinkedIn users by each country. United States accounts for 30% of the user base, and India has the second largest user count at 83 million. LinkedIn had about 50 million users in China. In its most recent meeting, the Bank of England has decided to raise interest rate by 25 basis points to 4.5%, marking its highest level in 15 years. 7 out of 9 members of BOE's Monetary Policy Committee voted in favor of the rate hike, while the remaining 2 preferred to keep the rates at 4.25%. This decision has been taken keeping in mind the impact it would have on UK economy and its people. In light of this development, the BOE has updated its projection for the UK economy, stating that it no longer expects the country to enter a recession this year. Instead, it forecasted a GDP to remain flat in H1 2023 and grow nearly 1% by mid-2024. However, this GDP forecast assumed one more rate hike to 4.75% in Q4 of 2023 and gradual cuts to 3.7% in 2025. It is important to note that the BOE has been raising rates steadily since it's nudged interest rates up 15 basis points to 0.25% in December 2021, before other central banks issued their first rate hikes. This decision was taken after considering the high inflation rate that would remain stubbornly high at an annual rate of 10.1% in March compared to rates of 5% in US and 8.3% in EU during the same period. This news is significant for the UK population as it affects various aspects of their lives, including mortgages, savings, and investments. On Wednesday, Google announced its latest and greatest bet on artificial intelligence at its Developer I/O conference. The tech giant unveiled Palm 2, which is Google's newest large language model that will power the new AI features that were announced. The highlight of the conference was Bard chatbot, which received immediate support for the Korean and Japanese languages. Google is working with Adobe to allow the chatbot to create images from language descriptions, and it will also integrate its productivity apps such as Sheets and Slides. In addition, Google's search generative experience will rival Bing's new search engine. The company also announced the launch of its Pixel tablet a day ahead of its developer conference. Moving on, Google Map is set to build on its immersive view format launched last year, which will provide users with a more detailed view when they look for directions in selected cities. Immersive view will allow users to details on traffic, weather, bike lanes, and parking. The new feature will be rolled out initially in 15 cities, with Las Vegas, Miami, and Seattle among the 7 US cities included. Furthermore, Magic Editor is another new feature highlighted, which uses AI technology to make photo edits without the need of complicated tools. Alphabet, Google's parent company, recently beat analyst estimate for its first quarter revenue, but company is still struggling in macroeconomic environment where ad spending is reduced. Advertising revenue at Google fell 5% while sales from YouTube ads dropped to $6.69 billion from $6.86 billion a year ago. Nonetheless, the share price was boosted after the board approved a $70 billion stock buyback program. It is worth noting that not everyone is convinced by Google's rush to compete with Microsoft in AI arms race. A recent article from The Verge said that BART compares poorly to rivals, and insider reports have portrayed a company in panic and disarray. Nonetheless, Google's latest AI announcements are set to revolutionize the tech industry and provide users with exciting new tools and features. Uber and Canadian-based travel agency Hopper announced a partnership to offer flight bookings through the Uber app for UK customers. This new flight booking tool is part of Uber's wide efforts to expand into other travel markets and create a travel super app. In past, Uber has partnered with several companies to allow users to book trains, boats, and buses through its app. Since launching in August 2022, train booking has proved more popular with a climb 40% increase in bookings numbers each month. For customers looking to book flights through the app, all they need to do is input their travel destination, details, and dates. Major airlines will also allow users to select and pay for seats within the Uber app. Uber will take a small commission for each flight sale and may add an additional fee in future. Encouraging users to book other travel arrangements through the app could benefit Uber's main ride-sharing business. The UK is an ideal market for Uber to trial its expansion into other travel markets, with a large public transportation network and being one of Uber's largest market outside of US. While Uber hopes to expand other types of travel bookings like flights to more countries in future, there are currently no firm plans. This new partnership will allow Uber to further establish its presence in travel industry and offer its UK customer a more streamlined travel booking experience. As per the latest report, the CPI inflation has eased to 4.7% in April 2023, which is a decrease from 5.66% in March 2023. This is below the Reserve Bank of India's upper tolerance limit of 6% for the first time in 14 months. The inflation rate has been above the RBI's upper tolerance limit of 6% since January 2022, which resulted in an adoption of aggressive rate hike cycle from May 2022 to February 2023 policies. However, easing the CPI is due to a steep decline in food inflation, with the Consumer Food Price Index coming at 3.84% in April 2023 compared to 8.31% in April 2022. The fall in inflation number is in line with the estimates and aided by a favorable base and is expected to continue in coming months. The latest CPI print from April at 4.7% along with core inflation falling to 5.3% gives the Monetary Policy Committee a breather before the upcoming policy meeting in June to continue a pause in the rate hikes. However, the central bank will be watchful of risks from adverse effect of weather on food inflation and volatility in oil prices. The last news pertains to India's foreign exchange reserves. According to the data released by Reserve Bank of India on May 12, 2023, India's foreign exchange reserves have increased by 7 billion to reach 595 billion in the week ending May 5, 2023. The foreign currency asset, a significant component of the reserves, also witnessed a rise of almost 6 billion to reach 526 billion during the same period. Additionally, the gold reserves of the country have gone up by 659 million to reach 46 billion. India's forex reserves had reached an all-time high of 645 billion in October 2021, but the reserves have been gradually declining as the central bank deployed the funds to safeguard the rupee from the pressure caused by major global developments. As shown in the chart below, India's foreign exchange reserves had been steadily increasing since September 2022 after experiencing a dip from 2021 of December to August 2022. Moreover, as per the latest bulletin released by RBI, India now holds the 5th largest forex reserves in comparison to other countries. It is noteworthy that China holds the largest forex reserves of $3,379 billion.